All right, y'all. I'm sure all of y'all done seen this video and all this stuff about Melody going live, talking about somebody was texting her son's phone, thinking that they were texting old Gatormouth. Okay, so in the messages, basically, Melody has discerned that it's probably Stormy because she played a video at the end, which I ain't gonna play all that because I ain't trying to be getting all caught up in all that. Okay, but I am gonna show y'all the text messages, and I'm going to kind of skim through what the messages say. Okay, so basically, here's the skinny of it all. Martell is too broke to get old girl her own phone, so I guess he took the phone from Tank, which is Martell and Melody's son, gave it to old girl, and old girl was texting her friends from this phone. So the friend was apparently watching the episode, and she is jibber jabbing about the episode with Ariane, who said that she don't watch the show, which I find interesting. Let's look at the messages. So I want y'all to pay so I want y'all to pay close attention to this specific message. This is a message that Melody got from Stormy in 2022. Okay, it says, "Hey, hey, I ended up getting my hair braided too yesterday." Okay, so Melody basically posted this message because it resembles the message that was sent to the phone from said friend. So basically, Melody is kind of discerning or insinuating that this friend is Miss Stormy Steele. Okay, so let's take a look at the messages that were going exchanged back and forth on the phone that was taken from the baby and given to the baby mama, because I guess they can't go on down to T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon, or wherever and get her own phone. Let's look. So the messages are backwards, so I don't know if y'all can read it. So I'm gonna basically tell y'all what it says. It says, "Hey, hey," okay, at the top. Basically the same way Stormy texted Melody. So Melody is thinking, everybody messaging like this? It says something to the effect of, "Hey, hey, girl, my jaw is on the floor." Now, at the end of Melody's live, she posted a video of when Stormy walked up to her new Tesla truck, which, by the way, in my opinion, those trucks are ugly as heck. But, hey, I guess people just like stuff that's expensive. But she like it. I don't love it. Anyway, she walks up to the car and says, she's talking in the background of the video saying, "Oh my God, my jaw was on the floor," or whatever. I don't know if that's just something they say in Mississippi, because the phone number, by the way, is a Mississippi phone number. Okay. So in this message, the person that thinks that they're messaging Gatormouth at this point, aka Ariane Curry, is saying, "Girl, my jaw is on the floor from last night's episode. I'm so glad Destiny called her out." So Melody responds, which the person thinks it's Gatormouth, says, "What you thought?" So then the person responds, "She tried to lie and blame Martell. Destiny said I was there with her. I was there. Her excuses were weak AF." Then Melody replies, person thinking it's Gatormouth, saying weak AF, okay? So then the person says she's mad because Destiny is still his friend, and she probably thought you and her were something. You basically, to the effect of, Melody must have thought that Destiny and Gatormouth were friends at this point. And so Melody responds, "What you thought," or whatever, or "When was the last time you saw her," or something like that. Basically thinking that the friend, Ariane, is asking when was the last time the friend saw Destiny or whatever. Because again, Melody is thinking that this is Stormy. Okay, so let's go back to the original. So here's some key things here, okay? Melody also was advised by people in the live. This was a previous live that she did when she initially got the text messages, where people told her to put the phone number into Cash App so that she could find out who it is. So the name was Gerri something or whatever. So I was being nosy and scooting on down the YouTube streets, and this Gerri person actually popped up on a AL live. And if you know who AL is, you know who it is. Okay, it's another YouTuber. So he basically has this person on his show to debunk the whole ideal that this is not Stormy. Okay. Stormy hasn't come out and said anything debunking this, that she's not the person that is in these text messages. But we all know, and Stormy admitted this herself, that she actually did and does in fact know who Gatormouth is. Apparently, Gatormouth was associated with with Stormy's husband Courtney's best friend or close friend of his in some sort of way, that in fact was at one point working in their warehouse. Okay, so Gatormouth would pick said friend up. They would be sitting outside of the warehouse talking, chitter chatting, whatever. I don't know what the capacity of that relationship was, but I also don't care. Moving on. So one would believe that this is actually Stormy, in turn pretending like minimizing the relationship that she said she didn't have with Gatormouth, and now she actually in fact is her friend. We're finding out that they are cooler than we thought, and this is a scheme that Todd set up for Stormy to somehow bring Ariane Curry onto the show. Okay, now, let's remember, Ariane was supposed to be featured on the party or whatever for Stormy's birthday. They never aired the party because they couldn't air her being on the show. So now I feel like a lot of this stuff is being put together to make a whole thing for her to actually come and make an appearance on the show. But at the end of the day, that is a quick, fast, and a hurry way to throw this show into the garbage, which is already going down the garbage disposal as it is, as the way it's going. Okay. But on this live with AL, if you all are so inclined to go watch it, I don't really go over there, but I saw the title of the show was Gerri something. So I was like, oh Lord, what the heck is this? I don't follow this person, but I went over there just to see what the hell was going on. So apparently, the young lady that came on the live, she said that she is in fact Ariane's friend. She was the one texting to this phone, said phone, and she proclaims that Melody is falsely saying that this is Stormy. Now, Melody is very smart. She never said that it was Stormy. She just insinuated that it was Stormy in the video. Okay, so I want y'all to follow me closely. So, whether this was one of Ariane's friends or whatever, the reality of the situation is, why didn't somebody get her own phone? That further lets me know how broke Martell and Homegirl are, and the fact that you knew that this phone would some eventually go back to the son, or maybe you didn't know. But why would you be texting your friends this type of stuff? And then you know that the phone has now been given back to the child, right? So there should have been some type of mass text message going out to your friends saying, "Girl, don't text that phone. That is now in the possession of my baby daddy's other son. Don't do it." At the end of the day, I just feel like all of this stupidity is just getting out of control. All of these people are being busted. Melody is blowing y'all cover. And it's just really sad. If this is just a whole ploy to try to get Homegirl on the show, Stormy, if that was in fact you and you done somehow conjured up AL to help you pretend that this other individual that, by the way, said that she inboxed Melody the phone number, the full number, because Melody put the number out there with missing digits, because she put out there a stipend that she would give people if they were to uncover this entire phone number so that she could crack the case, because she's Carmen Sandiego, okay, in this situation. But my whole thing is, if I'm Melody, I will be wanting to know who this is too, because number one, you're texting my son's phone. Two, what if her children had have seen that? The kids get this phone. What other messages? Now I'm worried about what other messages are the kids getting on this phone that Melody wasn't able to catch when the phone is in their possession. As adults, Martell and his concubine need to be more careful about these things, because the kids have already gone through enough, and that's my main concern. They don't need to be thrusted into the middle of this foolishness. And whoever Homegirl is that was texting this phone, I hope this is a clear message to all of her friends. Get rid of that number out of your phone. and start a collection plate to get old Gator Mouth the phone. Shout out in the comments what y'all think about this whole situation. Do you think it's Stormy?